Potentially hundreds of millions of dollars are on the line. Some dark magic is brewing in the shadows. It is actually happening? I can't believe it. This is a critical video since we only have one day to prevent something genuinely catastrophic. So without further ado, here is the disclaimer in for investors. The past few weeks in the cryptocurrency market have been nothing less than a roller coaster. At the same moment that market optimism appeared to be regaining steam, a second collision rocked the area and onlookers stared in shock. As prices fell again yesterday, it sent shockwaves through the cryptocurrency community. Remember that the first ever crypto ETF was approved 2 months ago? That's what's been driving this wild ride. In particular, the Bitcoin ETF allowed a deluge of capital to pour into the cryptocurrency market. A panic ensued as a result of this daily infusion of wealth totaling hundreds of millions of dollars, taking prices to all-time highs. Importantly, Bitcoin's value skyrocketed, breaking through the $70,000 barrier and beyond. It is impossible to exaggerate Bitcoin's importance in the present crypto market run. With each step it takes, it alters the course of other assets in the area. Particularly with Shiba Inu, we have seen directly how the cryptocurrency's fortunes rise and fall in lockstep with Bitcoin's. The recent skyrocket in Shiba Inu's value, with gains of over 200% in only 1 week, highlights the interdependence of the cryptocurrency market and the far-reaching effects of Bitcoin's progress on its competitors. However, the question remains: what transpired in the past day to cause a reversal of all cryptocurrency prices? What a thoughtful inquiry. The crypto market appeared to be taking a breather when investors suddenly felt a rush of relief. After suffering through the aggravation of constant crashes, a glimmer of optimism appeared as indicators of improvement began to appear. However, there was a brief period of optimism. Amid brief moments of optimism, the market quickly descended into anarchy once again. What set yesterday apart was the record-breaking withdrawal of $154 million from Bitcoin ETFs, which set off a chain reaction. The consequences rippled through the whole cryptocurrency market, sending Bitcoin values tumbling once more and prompting a massive sell-off. This is not the first time something like this has happened. In fact, something quite similar happened on March 1st, though much lower in magnitude. However, the outflow that happened yesterday much beyond anything that had happened before. The effect on the future value of Bitcoin is amplified, but why has the influx of capital into Bitcoin ETFs abruptly ceased, and how much longer will the crypto market continue its downward spiral? Is this it? I don't see any further developments in the plot. A Twitter user just issued a stern warning regarding Bitcoins, and we can learn more about it here. Approaching the danger zone. A region they had already designated for the next halving. The statistically dense tweet conveyed a bleak image of past remnants and possible market declines. According to the tweet, Bitcoin will formally join the orange danger zone, where historical retraces of the pre-halving period have started in just 1 day. In 2020, Bitcoin started a pre-halving retracement that was 20% deep 14 days before the halving and continued for another 14 to 28 days before the halving. There was a brief retracement of this path. The pre-halving retracement started 28 days before the halving and was 40% deep. It lasted more than 150 days until Bitcoin launched its meteoric rise in 2016. After a total of 8 weeks of retracement, Bitcoin finally launched into a meteoric rise. Last week, Bitcoin lost 11% of its value, and the halving is still around 29 days away. Bitcoin may be about to experience a major decline, according to this frightening prediction. The bleak numbers provide a disturbing picture of possible retracements and extended periods of market instability, mirroring trends seen prior to prior halving catastrophes. Okay, now you might be asking, now I get it. Many are selling their cryptocurrency holdings in anticipation of a further decline in value with the hope of repurchasing them at a lower price point. However, it is in no way easy. Despite the reasonable assumption that investors will sell their crypto assets in anticipation of price reductions and repurchase them at lower prices, rather than seeing an infusion of assets into exchanges, the market has recently exhibited a puzzling paradox in its behavior. Outflows have been on the rise recently. This perplexing pattern calls into question the long-held belief in selling high and purchasing cheap. There doesn't seem to be any logic to the idea that people would rush to sell their cryptocurrency holdings on exchanges in the hopes of selling at lower rates. But the truth is very different. Large withdrawals from exchanges show that people are reluctant to sell their possessions. Even certain Shiba Inu whales exhibit this mysterious conduct. For instance, yesterday, Coinbase saw the withdrawal of more than 500 billion Shiba Inu tokens from an unknown user. What the fuck is happening right now? Everything doesn't make sense. One intriguing phenomenon may be the cause of the inconsistent market behavior, as shown in an illuminating tweet. The current trend in Bitcoin holdings is from 0 to 10 Bitcoin to 10 to 100 Bitcoin. This finding provides evidence that certain whales who are actively amassing cryptocurrency holdings have changed their strategy. This innovative method challenges common knowledge, even though the market is still in a downturn. Some whales are increasing their investing capital rather than selling it off in the hope of a price decline. They are taking a proactive stance toward the future by steadily expanding their stocks instead of giving in to panic selling. Constructing roomier storage containers during this time of financial uncertainty. The reasoning for this unusual approach it becomes more apparent when one looks closer that these whales are preparing for future gains by amassing crypto assets while prices are low. Rather than being discouraged by short-term swings, they acknowledge the historical trend that accompanies Bitcoin halving events, where crypto prices historically soar in post-halving. They are capitalizing on the crypto market's cyclical nature. While retail investors are more susceptible to short-term swings in market sentiment, institutional players in the cryptocurrency space are strategically amassing assets in preparation for the inevitable upswing that typically follows periods of consolidation and retracement. Some whales have a better grasp of market dynamics and use that knowledge to their advantage in the long run. This goes to show that institutional investors typically have a better idea of how to handle market volatility than individual investors do. Returning to the topic at hand, you may be asking, what will the price of Shiba Inu be after the Bitcoin halving? It's a thought that's crossed the minds of numerous investors. This is particularly true in light of the current market volatility. You could be surprised by the answer. Shiba Inu has a rather bright future according to leading on-chain analytics and price prediction firm CoinCodex. Their research suggests that after the Bitcoin halving, Shiba Inu prices could skyrocket by as much as 225%. Based on this prediction, the Shiba Inu could achieve even greater success than before, if not surpass its prior record. After weathering a lengthy period of stagnation and volatility, investors who have been loyal in their support of Shiba Inu may be able to celebrate this forecast if it breaks through the 409 level. It has taken the token more than 2.5 years, but it finally has a chance to beat Shiba Inu's all-time high. Definitely something to be excited about. Nevertheless, one must exercise caution when dealing with such predictions. The crypto market is infamously unpredictable, and factors like market sentiment, regulatory developments, and larger economic trends can impact price movements. Optimistic projections, while inspiring confidence and excitement among investors, should be seen as potential outcomes rather than guarantees. Having said that, investors who have maintained their faith in the coin's long-term potential can find some solace in the prognosis for Shiba Inu's success after the halving. However, what are your thoughts on the matter? Leave a comment. Your comment would be greatly appreciated. Now that the movie is concluded, if you would like to watch more, you can do so by clicking on one of the links provided. To show your appreciation, hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comment box if you found the video entertaining. When it comes to the YouTube algorithm, this is a huge help. If you enjoyed this video, please consider sharing it with your friends and family. We need to spread the word about this.